Well, a former top aide to New York Governors Kathy Hochul and Andrew Cuomo charged with being a foreign agent for the Chinese government and Chinese Communist Party. The Justice Department took Linda's son into custody weeks after raiding her multi-million-dollar mansion on Long Island. She was the governor's deputy chief of staff at one point. Her arrest raising questions now about to what extent China could be targeting U.S. officials. Michael Pillsbury, Heritage Foundation Senior Fellow for China Strategy, author of the 100 Years Marathon, Fox News contributor, joins us now. You know, Michael, what does this say, first of all, in terms of the allegations? It's stunning that Beijing would allegedly reach out into Albany, New York, a local, state government, a top official of a state government, nevertheless, to try and do its bidding, according to the indictment.
That's right. It's a very complex indictment, Eric. And one of the main points is that she's not a spy in the sense of an agent who is committing espionage, stealing top secret documents. Some of the press has gotten that wrong. This is a very different kind of allegation. It's still criminal, but it's controversial because she can claim, well, because Asians are victims of hatred, I had to do all these things. And the Department of Justice has got a series of exemptions. If your motive was commercial or you weren't taking direction directly from the Chinese government, then it's okay to kind of be pro-China. So this kind of case raises really, really important issues for the future. How far can a state government or a federal official go, or a congressman? How far can you go in helping China before it becomes criminal? And what the DOJ indictment seems to be saying is, if you do money laundering, if you get a Ferrari last year, if you get several $1 million, if you conceal on your employment forms that you're receiving all this money from China, then it's different. Then it's failure to register as a foreign lobbyist, foreign agent. Jail term 5 years per count. So they're looking at serious jail time, both Linda Sun and her husband, but they can also say this is what Henry Kissinger did. Henry Kissinger for 50 years would take the Chinese position in articles and TV appearances, but he would claim, well, I wasn't paid directly or told directly to do this by China, and that he escaped. He was never charged. So this is a very complicated and important case for the future, Eric.
Yeah, but in this case, she's a government official. So how do you get millions of dollars, as you point out, for the mansion in Long Island, another home in Hawaii, allegedly millions of dollars for doing this? And in a way, it's kind of insidious in terms of what's alleged, that she's a government official. She has the public trust, but she writes out, apparently, Governor Hochul's video Chinese New Year greeting and makes sure that she doesn't include anything on human rights, is allegedly doing the bidding of Beijing, blocks Taiwanese officials from meeting with the governor, basically doing exactly what the communists in China want on behalf of them, and she's allegedly being paid to do it as a public official.
That's exactly right. And the indictment says she took direction from Chinese government officials. This wasn't just something she thought up on her own to celebrate Chinese New Year's. So the reason it's so serious, and this may separate in the debate if China comes up, this may separate the Kamala Harris approach to China, which is quite benign and laid back. It's just a competition, compared to Donald Trump's approach, which we've got to get negotiations to save the American economy. And he got those negotiations going. He's very proud of them. So this is kind of a political issue at the highest level. How far can you go as a government official helping China? But in her case, where she's really vulnerable, Eric, is all the money, as you point out, the Ferrari and all the benefits. You can't do both. If you want to love China and protect Asians against hate, that's one thing. But if you get paid, or your husband gets paid millions of dollars, and you conceal that, then you're into criminal territory for many years in prison. That's how I see it, Eric.
And finally, as a veteran China watcher, should we be surprised? I mean, I was initially, that they're going so far, not just to deal with, top levels, but in Albany, New York, or maybe other state capitals. How do we know when you have sister city or sister state relationships, when these officials visit another state, that someone isn't on China's payroll to do China's bidding into talking points? Does it surprise you that Beijing allegedly went this far to allegedly target her, someone at that level, and that could be happening maybe in city councils across the country?
The one guy who forecast all this 4 years ago was Secretary of State Pompeo. He revealed a secret Chinese document, Eric, that they were actually rank ordering all 50 U.S. governors in terms of which one was most pro-China, which one was most anti-China. So he was trying to blow the whistle. And President Trump also talked about this, that they're not just working on the president and Congress. They're working at all levels of our government, both overtly, which is what this is, or covertly with spies getting our internal secret documents about what we're trying to do about China. So it's a major threat, but nobody seems to be really in charge in the Biden administration about what to do about this. That's my concern.
Well, she'll be back in court as this onion is being unpeeled. Michael Pillsbury,
Yes.
Really just an astounding case with these allegations. Michael, good to see you as always.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.